Hey. Welcome, everyone. Happy Sunday.
Come on in.
Come on in. Take a seat, sit down,
Get
relax,
your drink.
get your drink. Make sure you don't spill the tea.
Yeah. Make sure you're sitting still if you're drinking something that's, don't stand up too fast.
And don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you're just coming in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And happy Sunday.
Yes. It's Sunday afternoon. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, good to see you guys. I appreciate you guys coming in. I know there's auctions going on today. So we're not selling anything today. We're just gonna keep it real.
Yeah, and what I was going to tell you, a lot of times during our conversation we had last week, we had people that just kept coming in, after a few minutes that we have been on. So I know there'll be more people dwindling in, but whoever's here is meant to be here, and it doesn't really matter if it's 5 or 50, but we prefer 50, 100, ever how many want to come in, because you're just as special as anybody else, whether it's 5 of us or 50 of us. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but we're just gonna be here and we're just gonna keep it real because that is what we're about. It is me, Angie, and Saveherefirst, and we are keeping it real today, Sunday.
Yeah, and it might get a little sticky, and a little high. If you right now you're being warned. If you're not an adult, you might need to back out because we're not going to be directing our conversation personally to anyone.
Yeah.
But it's just that in general, the conversation might bring forth, things that you might not agree with, or you might want to voice your opinion, which we don't mind that. We just don't want any drama, bullying, backstabbing, nasty talk, nothing like that.
Yeah, the topic we're going to be talking about today is something that has been going on in the community for a long time. And sometimes we don't get to address some of the stuff that we see, and people just think, yeah, that's how they are, or so sometimes it's good to address it for a couple of reasons, which we're gonna say later on. The reason why we're addressing it. Some people might not even know why, but some of us, some of us already know. But yeah, it's just to bring more light to it, and just to let you guys know that at the end of the day, don't take little stuff so seriously. Don't take a little stuff and blow it out of proportion. People take little stuff, they make it so big, involve other people in it, and those people now think bad of somebody that they don't even know from Adam. So that's why we're gonna address that today. So, but before we do, we're gonna go up and I am gonna say hello. I'm not gonna take an hour to say hello today to everyone, but as you come in, I will say hello. So, and more people come in while we start our conversation. When we get to a place where we pause, I will say greet those people coming in. You know me, I like to say hello to everybody, you know? So, the first one in the chat today, Dominic. Hi, Dominic. Welcome, welcome. I hope your Sunday has been good to you. Constance. Hi, Constance. Good to see you. Truly amazing. Mwah, mwah. Constance, mwah, mwah. Truly amazing. Good to see you guys. Mecca. She said, oh no, it's Angie. It's oh no, it's Angie. Hi, Angie.
It's
Hi,
me.
Anna. Constance, an amazing. Mwah, mwah. Megas. Hey, Claudette. Mwah, mwah. Good to see
Hello,
you.
my twin.
Welcome, welcome. It's been a while, and I loved your comment today. I was reading it. I was letting Jeff know about it. I appreciate you. Thank you so so much for coming in. True. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Jeff. Good to see you.
Hey,
Welcome.
Jill.
Welcome in. All right. Let's see who else is here. Darling, blessed Sunday to you, my dear friend. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you. Hope you're well. You're going to have that no matter what, Angie.
Mhm.
Matter what. Exactly. Yeah, just for fun a lot of times. Yeah. Okay, you have 5 minutes already. Just keep a track of time.
Jeff's gonna be our clock.
Yeah. Jessica. Mwah, mwah.
Hey,
Hi,
Jessica.
Jessica. Happy Sunday. Hey, KF. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you, KF. I was in one of your live late night. It must have been last week you were live. I was actually shutting down my computer, so I couldn't really say hi quickly and everything, So it was good to see you. Good to see you. I hope all is well with you. All right. Miss Southern Belle.
Hello, Miss Southern Belle, my
Good to
friend.
see you. Cool.
Hey, Amy.
Hi, Courage. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. I appreciate you guys coming in. I thank you. And I caught up. This is where I am. All right. Jeff says by the time you read this out, you have been doing this.
He's so
Well,
funny.
before we even start, let me tell you about my day today, and you can tell us about your day, and then we'll start our topic.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hi, Cindy. Welcome. So, my day today started at about 9:30. I had to take Jeff to the coin community, the coin show. I wanted to say to the coin community.
Did you drop him off?
uh,
She's like, load up, Jeff. You're going.
you know, because he's always been complaining that he hasn't been able to get to a coin shop here and stuff like that. So I happened to find one, and I was gonna surprise him with it, and then I was like, no, let me not surprise him. Let me just tell him, so at least he gets prepared. So I was glad to do that. I took him to the coin show. We were there for about 9:45 to about 12 o'clock, which was pretty cool. We were able to walk through and see the coins and stuff like that there. So yeah, so that was what I did and got home. I had to get my shelves. It's empty boxes. Have to get them ready for the pallets I'm gonna receive hopefully this week.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what day you're going to get them?
The guy said he will let me know Monday. He said the freight people already picked it up, but he doesn't know when they're gonna drop it off because they're coming from California. And then he explained why the delay. He said the broker they had before was old fashioned and he did stuff differently. So they had to find a different freight company. So that was why the delay. He apologized and everything. So I was like, okay.
Do you usually get one or two? How
I
many do you get?
I know, and yeah, two. I get two pallets. So yeah, I get two pallets. So yeah, I'm expecting two pallets this time. But my usual pallet guy, he got some boxes in from CVS. The CVS boxes, so they could contain HBA, which is, it could be anything from beauty products to drugs, which I don't really sell those type of stuff. But if they're in there, I don't know. I'm thinking I will call him tomorrow and find out. The pallet is about, I think, $1,100 or so. So I'm still thinking, because I think if I get the pallet, there's, I think, 12 boxes, if I'm not mistaken, on there. I'm like, where am I gonna put 12
I
boxes?
know and that's a lot of work too. Oh my gosh.
But the thing I would do is like that 12 boxes, if I stack them up, I can just bring a box and sell whatever is in that box.
That's
You
true.
know, yeah,
That's
I
true.
can do that. But the thing is, where am I going to put 12 boxes?
Because
That's the
I don't
only
know
thing.
really how big your space is. I don't know how big of an area you have that you would
It's not.
put that much stuff in.
It's not big. It's not big at all. It's not big at all. Look at that. You see,
And
I
then
told you
you
I
got
was.
to live in it. You got to live.
Yeah. And I have my tricycle, so it's taking up space. So it's not big. And then this is the other side. See?
Yeah. And do you have a garage or something?
No, no garage. No garage.
Oh wow. And
So
you're on the
I
bottom
really.
floor, right? You're on the
Huh?
bottom floor. You're on the
Yeah, I'm
bottom
on the
floor.
ground floor. And they with the garage is expensive. I'm paying like almost $1,700.
Oh, do you rent
So
do you have a place that you store stuff in? Like a unit?
no.
Oh, it all comes to your house?
It comes to my house and put everything. Like I showed you, that I got a shelving unit. My dining room is basically kind of like my office area. So I converted my dining room area. I have like the shelf. So when I get stuff out of my pallet, I put them on the shelf. I got boxes in front of the shelf so that anything that doesn't stay that on the shelf, I put them in boxes so they can stay in boxes.
Well, when you give donations, do they come pick them up? Do you just call them and they come?
Oh, when I want to donate some of the stuff,
Yeah. Did they
yeah,
come and
like
pick it up?
yeah, I call like the breast cancer organization. Yeah, I call, make appointment, and I say, hey, I got some stuff. Come pick them up. Yeah, they come and they pick them up.
I can't even imagine the things that you probably donated that you didn't even realize they would probably sell. And, you know, you probably just said, okay, I got to donate this. I'm not
Yes,
supposed to do this.
yes. Okay. Thank you. I got Amazon. Let me go get get my stuff.
Uh, welcome in, everyone. Share us out. Get people to come over and keep it real with Ella and myself. We got a good subject coming up here in a few minutes. Y'all really enjoy it, I think.
All right, let's see who else came in while we're Slim Free. Mwah, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Thought I saw somebody else coming. I guess that's it.
Sandy, did we speak to Cindy?
Is Sandy?
Cindy, Cindy
Cindy?
M.
Yes, Cindy. Yes, I did say hi. I did say hi. Everybody, remember to hit the thumbs up. Yes, hit the thumbs up,
Carrie.
guys.
Carrie Z came in.
Hi, Carrie. Mwah. All
Brian
right.
and the twins coins.
Brian and the twins on the coin community. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. You just doing an open forum on a certain topic? Yes. So,
Yes, and the topic's going to be quite interesting this afternoon. It can go, which I know it's going to go fine. It could in other chats go awry, but in this one, I'm pretty sure it's going to stay really calm. But we warn everybody before they come in that it could get a little deep. But
Yeah, we're not mentioning anybody's name. It's stuff
no,
that's been
it's not
happening in the
specifically
community.
toward
Yeah,
anybody. It's just in general the things. It seems like the same thing keeps going on in
yeah.
different community chats, and it's different people. It's not the same people causing the same problem. It's different people causing the same problem.
Mm.
But what I wanted to share, what that I'll start sharing is, I did a video not too long ago about, that we're not, it's not a competition, it's a community. And if we really believe that, we will not be the ones to start causing conflict or drama amongst our people, as we would call them. You got to find your people, the people you belong with. Now, you can't go to somebody's channel that you don't have anything in common, which I have, and I've really enjoyed it, but you'll find the people that you feel the most comfortable with. And if you don't feel comfortable with those people, you just, politely leave. It's like a Southern lady. You just politely get up and leave the room. You don't throw a fit and get angry and show out.
And go make
So,
a video about it.
right. We just want to talk about how, if you're competing with your channel, and I use this because I go into a lot of auctions. I mean, I don't have them, but I go into a lot of them and I support a lot of them. And I see where a few channels want to compete with other channels. And a healthy competition, I don't have a problem with. But when you start down in that channel or trying to get people to come over to your channel from that channel, you start announcing in that person's chat, oh, come over here. There's an auction over here. I think that's childish to do something like that.
Yeah.
And the way you support Tracy and Colleen and the way you support other auctions, Ella, I think that's a prime example of what we're trying to reach, is that,
Yeah.
for people to support each other.
I've been, somebody told me one day, they said to me, why is you're live doing your auction and you're promoting other people, and I was like, you know what, it doesn't really matter who's gonna stay with me will stay, and if
That's my
they
thought.
who wants to leave to go to the other person because I promoted them, they can go. That's not a problem. I always say, I say a prayer when I stop, before I start my auction, and I ask God, I said, bring people from the north, from the east, from the south or west, wherever, whatever they are, from the four corners of the earth. I ask God to bring people to come to my channel.
I
You
do the
know,
same thing, and I say whoever's supposed to be there,
will be.
let the ones that to be there that will be there that's supposed to be. The
Yeah.
ones that aren't, they'll let them fall off by the side or let them go over to somewhere else. Not that I don't want them, but God knows who needs to be here and who doesn't. In my
Yeah.
mind.
Hi, Hunter. Hi, Laura. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, and I try to do the raise as well. I do, hey, go raid other people's channel, and that's it. I do as much as I can because, you know, we're all here to help each other grow. You know, that's how
Lifting
I see
someone
it.
up and being positive towards someone else creates so many better things than it does to bring somebody down and talk about how bad their channel is, or their auction, or what they don't do that you do, and like you're trying to sell yourself. Well, if you're doing the right thing, it's like, I don't want anybody telling me to shop at Walmart when I want to go to Dollar General. I'm an adult. I'm going to choose where I want to go.
Enforcer, welcome, welcome. So, do you want to tell them what our topic is today?
Yeah, we're going to talk about being the fact that we are a community and not a competition. I know how do I want to say this? A lot of drama, and I don't like using that word because I don't even like that word,
Mm.
comes into a lot of different aspects of YouTube. Either outside, it dwindles in and you'll hear it. People send emails saying, did you see this on this person's channel? Do you know what's going on between these two people? The way I look at it, Ella lives in Florida. I'm here in Mississippi. The only way she and I know each other is through YouTube. We can have ultimate, respect for each other and we can get along. Or we can choose, okay, well, this isn't working out, but when we do choose that this isn't working out, we don't have to create a big, huge scene to cause people to ask questions. You know, we can just politely say, it's not working out. If somebody questions me about it, I'll just say it didn't work out. You might want to ask Ella her side or whatever. It can be treated as adults instead of children. And a lot of times people that deal in drama, they just want to start with drama. And I want to tell this story. I don't know how many weeks
Hi,
ago it
Sassy
was.
Mary.
Hey, Sassy. I don't know how many weeks ago it was. And I'm normally not in the chats when drama starts. I don't know if it's God's way of protecting me or what. He knows I'm going to open my mouth and he just keeps me away. But I happened to be in Ella's live chat. Someone came in. I didn't realize there was anything that went wrong because Ella was being Ella. She was just greeting. And you know how she always takes an hour to greet someone, which is fine. I really enjoy that. Everybody needs recognition. So long after the auction was over, this person makes a video of their experience in Ella's channel, which I didn't see it the way the video portrayed what happened. Well, the person that made the video didn't say Ella's name. They just said they had went into an auction. Had the people that commented on that uh, video realized it was Ella, they probably wouldn't have commented the way they did, because a lot of them was saying, oh, I would never go back to that channel. I can't believe you were treated that way. I can't believe this person acted that way. Well, I knew better because I was like, wait a minute, I was there. Nothing went awry. I didn't see what this person saw. So she took the time to make a drama video about Ella's channel. And I'm thinking, does she not have a life? I mean, why does she have to say anything at all? So that's my point. When you go into someone's live chat, and I always say, if I miss you, raise your hand or put a stop sign up because I want to speak.
Stop
Because
sign.
I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, because I don't get my feelings hurt when I'm not spoken to. But some people do. And I can respect that. I mean, I don't understand it, but I can respect it. So when you go into somebody's live chat, be careful about how you're perceiving what's going on around you, because you don't always know really what's going on. And she has an auction she's doing. She's trying to sell things. People are trying to sell. That's their livelihood. I mean, we don't have time to, or she doesn't have time to cradle everybody that comes in and let me give you your binky. And here's the we got to be adults, is my point. And we can all get along.
Yeah, I remember that one. Hi, Jimmy. Mwah. Um, I remember somebody actually sent me an email say, "Hey, somebody put up a video. They didn't mention your name, but from the way they said it, they were talking about you and Pikiniki." So I went over to see it, and then I said, "Oh, I remember because I remember during the um the live, that person said something, and I remember I wasn't even there. I stepped away and Pikiniki was showing stuff. And you don't the thing people don't realize is that when your camera is facing your, like this, I can read the chat. But if your camera is facing down or facing somewhere else, you don't get to see the chat. You don't get to see who's coming. Most of the time you're concentrating on what you are selling, and it's only when you look up for a minute and see the chat, you'll be like, oh, this person is in. So when I came back, I said, so who came in? Did I miss anybody? And she said, oh, this person came in. And I said, oh, hello. And she said hello to them coming in. But then when I went to take a look and I read the person's comments and the people chiming, I even saw people that were in my live go over there and said, no, it didn't happen the way that person said it. And I was surprised later on just to go back and see to see if there would be more comments on it. There were so many comments, but the people that left positive comments to say Savior First wouldn't do that. I know Savior First. I know Pikiniki. They're not these type of people that you're talking about. Do you know those people's comments were deleted? I mean, so I'm like, so I like I said, I didn't want to leave a comment because I'm like, you know what, I'm too grown for that shit, so I'm not even gonna bother because I just felt really you're offended because somebody didn't say hello to you. You had to go make a video about it, and then let people that don't even know me, people that I've never seen come to my life, leave stupid and horrible comments, you know. And also, I looked at it and I'm like, oh my goodness, all the other people that left positive comments and said, no, she's not like that. That's not what happened. I was there. They got deleted. Their comments
And
got deleted
blocked and blocked,
and blocked.
which is fine. I don't, that doesn't upset me either. I'm the type of person, if I'm welcome into your chat, I'm happy. If you don't want me there, I'm good with it too. That bothers some people. Oh my goodness, they blocked me from their channel. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset. I'm like, I'm just going to move on, you know? And that's what I think a lot of people, and I want to say this, the people that support that don't have content on their channel that comes to my live or your live that support us that don't have content are just as important or more than the ones that have content because they are really supporting you and your channel. They don't have their own channel to keep up with, making videos and all that. So the ones that don't have content matter, you know, and I don't want them to ever think they don't or they're less than because they don't have content or whatever. They're not a creator.
Mm.
But y'all, the ones that don't have content, really make up our channels. They make them up.
Yes, they do, and if I wish those people took a time to say, you know what, let me go watch the video, the live, the replay, you know, or they would have said, you know what, let me go in the live the next day and see if she's like that. None of them did that, So that's the thing. When somebody is downing another channel or person, I'm not going to make my conclusion based on what you told me, you know um I have to go see for myself. And if fair enough, that person did whatever they did, okay, I'm so sorry they behaved that way. But if they behave differently to me, I can't fault them for the way they behave to you.
Right.
You know,
I'm not gonna base my like or dislike on someone because someone else does not like or dislike them. I'm
yes.
gonna have my own opinion, base it on my experience with that person. And no matter how flat you make a pancake, there's two sides. But I do know on this particular situation, I was in the live chat and I
Yeah.
saw both sides play out. And I was thinking, oh no, this was totally wrong. This did not happen this way. And I felt like it needed to be said that it didn't happen the way. Now, she may have perceived it that way
Mm.
because she was carrying her feelings on her sleeves and she needed some. I mean, she may have mommy issues or something. I don't know. But I mean, you never know what somebody's going through. You know what I'm
Going through,
saying?
yeah.
But to me, if I have to go out, set my camera up, get seated at my house somewhere to make a video about being offended in someone's live chat,
They don't
then I
have a
don't have
life.
a life. I mean,
Yes.
something
They
is
don't have a
wrong.
life. Not have a life. I go to a lot of people's I go to a lot of people's life, and sometimes I go in there, I say blanket hello. I know the kind of life I can go into, and I will sit there, watch it, and then I will see what's going on. I might say blanket hello, you know, and they keep on talking and talking and don't say hi to me. I wouldn't take it personal.
See, I'm not a
That's the
person.
way they are. Some people just not used to going through and saying hi to every single person.
Right.
Some people are just like they start their conversation, start talking, and that's the thing. They keep talking. Some people will select a certain people that they will say hi to in the chat. Some people do that. You know, I don't know how to do that. I like to say hi to everybody that's coming in, and then if I miss anybody, I always used to say I'm sorry, like I'm saying right now. If I missed you, I didn't say hi to you, I'm so sorry. Hi. you know but please don't take offense if you go into somebody's life and they don't say hi to you. It's not
And
the end of the world.
another thing that's very uncomfortable, and I don't know if Ella feels like this or not, but you have a scenario of a group of people that you've always seen together, and then all of a sudden they're not, and then they come into your live chat and they're trying to avoid each other, or they don't like each other anymore, or whatever. Like we're over at high school and we're playing high school over here, and that sets a mood in the chat that is uncomfortable. You know, when we should all just be adults and say, okay, well, we decided we're not gonna whatever. And I really don't need to know what happened. Some people seek it out. Some people seek out, oh, what happened between this person and that person? Why aren't they speaking anymore? What is all this drama about? I don't seek it. I just say, well, it'll work its way out or whatever. If I need to know it, they'll tell me. If I don't need to know it, then I don't find out about it.
Yeah.
The less drama you stay out of, the more you can focus on what you need to do
You need to
with
be
your
focused on
life
it. Yeah,
and how you need to straighten up and fly right, because we all make mistakes.
that's true.
And
Sassy Mary said, if they block me, fine. But me one less channel to support.
yeah, that's what
That
I'm
is
saying.
true. Yeah.
I mean, if you feel like
Because
yeah,
that's one thing they don't understand. It's like, okay, you can block me. That takes away I don't have to go to your channel and stuff like that. I keep away, keep my distance because why would I keep going there? If you're gonna block me, I'll stay away from your channel, you know. So that's it.
and
Yes, I
and
agree. It's me, Andrew. There are channels that don't like people in without us having content. I'm seeing more and more of this. We support, we count. Yes, even though you don't have content on your channel, like Angie said, those people that don't have content, they come and they make up, the channel. So I don't mind if you don't have content in your channel or anything. I
they buy
appreciate.
several things from Ella's auction. I see people in Ella's auction that don't have content, and that's her buyers, the people that come in that are resellers or whatever, or just because they like the item, they come in and purchase it, and I'll go to their channel and look and see if they have content, and if I want to subscribe, because Ella always says check out all the channels in the chat, and go over and support them, and
Hmm.
I'll go look, and they won't have content, and they're there for support, and really those are really the ones that you kind of want, because they're not paying attention to their own channel. They over here supporting all these other channels.
Yeah.
So you matter. The ones that don't have content matter. And all this bullying that's going on these channels about, to me, I cannot even express to you the words I could use about that. But I just don't understand why we can't be adults about
Well, that's what Laura is saying here. She said, we all need to get along. We have enough stuff going on in this world. We need to lean on one another, not to be mean. Lucinda, welcome in, my friend. Yes, that is so true. If you don't want to get along with certain people, you can't get along with everybody.
no,
Everybody's different.
it's
And that's why when we
impossible.
raise our hands up, we look at our fingers, that they're not equal. There's a reason why they're not equal. Everybody's not equal. Everybody's not the same. Okay. You don't need to all get along, you know, but
But you can
sometimes we need
respect
to get
each other.
along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes we need to get along. But if you're not going to get along, then okay, fair enough, keep it at home. Just stay away. Don't try to make it some big drama on YouTube. You
And
know.
we can all relate to this. I don't know if people know Cody or knew Cody, but we see just how life short can be by what happened. She was here one day and the next day she wasn't here. Okay, if you had a beef with Cody, because Cody spoke what she was,
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, she spoke her mind. I respected her for that. I liked her for that. She was real. I might not have always agreed with everything she said, but I was fine with that. And she was fine with you not agreeing with her. But
Yeah.
she's no longer with us, and it can be taken from us in a matter of seconds. And people after that want to be sorry for the way they treated somebody. Well, it's too late. I mean, it's over and done. It's too late.
Yeah.
So just remember how short life is.
Hi, truly amazing. Welcome in. Good to see you. Winning work with Katrina. Mwah. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome,
Jimmy
welcome.
Jimmy Snowdog said, "We all need to come together for humanity's sake. The aliens are coming."
We are supporters even with no content. That is so true. Yet me being one, I love supporting small businesses and you can't beat the deal. Yes. So true, so true, so true. So true. At the end of the day, I just feel, hi Cal, welcome. Welcome in, welcome in. I just feel that, there's too much stuff going out in the world for us to make a big deal out of little things that happen on YouTube.
You can
That's
be a
no.
positive person that changes the world in a positive way, or you can be a person that brings people down and negative, Nancy or Debbie Downer or ever who you want to be, and it's going to reflect on who you are, and people are going to see it. And the ones that don't want to be around a drama are going to say, "Oh, I don't
Yeah,
want to be around that person,"
yeah, that's
because
it.
they bring people down. You make the decision whether somebody wants to be around you or not. Ultimately, now you have the ones that just say, "Oh, I don't like them just because they wear their hair that way or the way they speak." You have those. They are out there. But it doesn't matter. The ones that will be around you are the ones that's supposed to be around you.
So true. I'm just reading everybody's comment. Thanks, Jessica. And everybody's kind of like making a point. A lot of people don't like me, and I'm just like, whatever. Deuces.
Yeah, I can.
I agree with you.
That doesn't
I
bother
don't
me a bit. I mean, I
care.
want you to because I like me, and I think I'm a
Yes,
I'm
but
a,
if
I'm
you
a nice
don't like
person.
me, I'm like deuces.
Am I like, you don't know what
I
you're
don't.
missing?
I think I've said deuces twice, and I don't see a hair on my head falling on the ground right now. So
I
yeah.
mean, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna sleep tonight, and if I don't, it won't be because somebody doesn't like me. You know. And that's back in high school when the little kids wrote a note, or do you want to be my friend? Come on,
Yes,
people.
back in there we used to do that. Do you want to be my friend? You write a small note and put it in, like, "Hey, do you want to
Yes
be
or
my
no,
friend?"
circle, yes or no.
Yeah. And the thing like this, you used to play with the paper, and it say yes or
Yes,
no, whether
yes,
pick one
yes.
number and then answer the question. No, we're too grown for
Look,
that
did
right now.
y'all did y'all have the slam books where you took a notebook and on each page you had a question? They'll sign into the book with a certain number, and then they would answer the question and put that number underneath their answer, so you'll know
Yeah.
who put that in. It's called a slam book. It's crazy.
Hi, Bottle. Hi, Susanna.
Oh, there's
Good to see you.
Susanna. Hey, Susanna.
Susanna is here. I'm like, I'm not here for anyone to judge. A few years ago, someone yelled at me who I left in my life for a short time. Why didn't I buy from certain people? I have no answer, but I should have said,
Yeah,
look,
sometimes we don't want to speak up for ourselves, and then we get to the point where we just say, "I've had enough. I am going to
yes,
stand up." You
yeah,
have to have boundaries. If you don't
yes,
have boundaries, you'll get walked all over, all over.
mm-hmm. Yeah, bro, it don't matter.
Okay, and
Yeah,
I want to just say this, Ellen. You can give your opinion on this, and if we agree, we agree, and if we disagree, we disagree. But you know how you'll be having an auction, and to me, an auction is people coming in. They want to know your item. They're wanting to speak to everybody. Okay, and I'm not thinking of anybody in particular. I'm just throwing this out there because I've seen it in chats before. You'll have someone come in that is talking about their great uncle's cousin that is having surgery, and they are really down and sad about it. Now, don't get me wrong. I am so sorry that that's happening to you, and I really am sorry. But to me, I'm like, wait a minute, are we not having an auction here? Why is this person bringing this up right now? I want to know about it. Why don't you send me an email? I have a prayer list. I'll put them on my prayer list. But it's like they don't even acknowledge what's going on the channel. It's all about they're up in their feelings. Like they got a long lost first cousin that happened this, and don't get me wrong, I'm very compassionate. I want to know about people's problems and their pain they're going through. But when you walk into a chat or come into a chat and you start immediately taking away from the person's auction because you want to be seen, heard, and stroked a little bit to say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And if you don't, you leave mad saying you're going to leave YouTube because you didn't get the acknowledgement that you wanted. I'm thinking, okay. And not only females do this, but males do it. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? You know? So to me, I'm like, I wish I could just get that person off to the side and say, stop.
It's not gonna
Stop
work.
doing that. And
No.
just, but they're not going to listen because I'm pretty sure other people have said something. But
I've known a few people like that, and that's just the way they are. Hi, butter roll. That is just they like that. But you made a good point. Is that if it's an auction. We're there to sell. Now, if something happened, you can always come and say, hey, but why not wait till, like, if it's the beginning before the auction started and you came in the beginning and say, hey, I need prayers, and that's in the beginning of the auction before the auction started, I don't mind. And then maybe if you want to wait till like towards the end of the auction, you know you can do that, I don't mind. But when it's constantly during the auction, when we're trying to sell stuff, and, it holds up the stuff. Now, like you said, we're all compassionate and we don't like stuff. Nobody wants to be sick, nobody wants to lose a loved one, and all the other stuff that normally happens, and say, oh, could you please pray for this person and pray. I can understand why somebody want to write that in the chat and say, can
yes,
you
and
please
if it's
pray.
immediate family, like if you had a child, or if you had a parent, or if you had something that you had to go through, like surgery, and it was bothering you. But I'm talking about some people put in my great grandmother's cousin. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, what? Not that they don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we should come together as a community if you're having a major surgery, if you're having medical problems, if you're having pain, one of your children is going through something. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about as a whole. You can tell the difference between a person that constantly does that and one that doesn't. You can tell.
That made a very great point here. He said, if you want to talk about personal things like that, they should find a channel that does that kind of talk. And there's a whole lot of channels out there that go live that talk about those type of stuff. If you're feeling down, or you're feeling that you need to let everybody know that something is happening, you can always go there and
Like right
talk
now,
there.
this forum is like that. If you want
Yeah.
to put something in the chat, personal, or you want to talk about something, this is the time and place to do it. It's this type of forum right here, is to share, because of us being a community, we don't get this chat much because we watch auctions. Ella sells, she does things. So this is the time for you to step up and say, this is what's going on, because we do care. We
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, and the thing is that I understand, like Darlene said, I do both. I'm sorry if I have. I try not to doing selling, and she doesn't do that. Um, there's not a it's not an issue. We're just talking about the people that overdo it
No, no,
over
we're
and
not
over and
specifically talking
over and
about. I've
over. Like,
never noticed Darlene doing that,
I
and she was
never.
the furthest person from my mind when I was thinking that. But no, we want to be available for you and be there for you. And I know people deal with depression and anxiety and all that. And I think Ella and I were speaking of this before we even come on today about this is the only time people really get to communicate because they live by themselves or they're alone a lot or they
Yeah.
don't have a lot of family around and they want to get acknowledged. That's why Ella speaks to everybody when she starts her show because she wants to acknowledge everybody. No, Darlene,
So
you're fine.
hi,
No,
ring and the prayer. Mwah, mwah. Welcome, welcome in. Yeah, KFC, don't be sorry. Don't need to be sorry. We're not even referring to any
no,
particular
not
person.
anybody in this chat.
Yeah,
No,
we're not
I'm
referring
just
to
saying
people in the
in
chat.
general, we've all seen those people that come in and they go from one chat to the other doing the same
The
exact thing.
same thing.
And you can tell the attention getters and the ones that are really sincere.
Yeah.
Now, I know the ones that are really saying, look, I really need prayer. This has happened. That has happened. Then you have the ones that saying they're going to leave YouTube because they didn't get acknowledged the way they wanted to be acknowledged. They're going to turn their channel. They're
Or
going to
they
delete
didn't.
their
Or they
channel.
didn't pray for their great, 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 great grand aunt. You know.
Yes,
I'm
if they've only
sorry.
met once, not that her life doesn't matter, but you know, I think first and foremost, you need to be praying for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, said there's a time and a place for that, and if the auctioneer brings it up, then that's fine. Anything outside of that is attention getting. Mwah, mwah. Put it there nicely. Basically, she said it all rolled up in one. That's it. Baked in the oven. It's out. Here it is.
and
She
just
said
think
it.
about Ella's position, okay? Because I can use her because she's the one that has the auction. All right, she's up there selling an item because this is her livelihood. This is my husband and I used to go to auctions on Friday night when I was able, when I wasn't in a wheelchair. And I can just imagine that that person's up there auctioning something off, and all of a sudden, someone in the crowd stops and says, "Wait a minute, I need us to pray for my great 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 grandma's sister." That would never happen in real life, in live and in color. But for some reason, when we're on this, and it's no difference. She's up there trying to sell an item, you know, to get you to purchase it if you like it, get that taken care of, and they're in the chat doing that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just think about now if I was at a live chat, I mean a live auction in the real world, would I stand up and say this, what I'm about to say? You know?
Yeah. Suppose that there's one person, especially always talking about medical issues. It's just like that person crying wolf. When you do it so many times, people get tired. It's like, is somebody really sick or this person just seeking attention? Because it's like you're gonna cry wolf out so many times, and then when he's gonna be real one day, nobody's gonna want to listen. That's the thing. So
And
yeah.
the next day they show back up after they saying they're going to leave YouTube, and I want to type in there. Wait! I thought you were leaving YouTube. What
I,
happened?
I I I remember one person did that, and I said, "Oh, you're still here? I thought you said you were leaving."
I mean, I try not to say anything that I'm not going to go through
uh,
with. If I say I'm going to do it, I want to make sure that I'm really going to do what I say. So I don't want to say that I'm going to leave YouTube when I know deep down I'm not. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, Darlene made a good point. This community gives me a reason to get up and get dressed. It helps with my depression. I appreciate you all for your support. Let me tell you, we're always going to be here to support genuine people. Okay,
And
we're
Darlene
always
is
going to be here to,
genuine.
to
Yes.
support, because you don't come on and Monday saying, "Oh, Tuesday, like 12 hours, 24 hours in a day." You don't do that. You don't do that. Okay, so we know you don't do that. So don't even apologize. Don't even say something. But let me tell you what you're experiencing. I will say the same thing, that it was YouTube. Let me tell you, my family is in England. Okay. And then when myself and my husband, when we separated 8 years ago, I thought that was it for me, because it was because of him I came to live in America. He didn't want to come to England because it was too freaking cold. He said he left Cleveland to come down to Florida. So now I'm thinking he don't want to leave to go to England for us to stay in England because I'm in England. So I had to make the decision to leave England and come down to Florida and stay married. I had to come down here. Okay, I did that. I don't have no family, nothing. It was so depressing for me. It was so I didn't have an outlet, you know. So when I started selling, and I didn't even want to meet people because he knew that he was like, oh, why don't you want to go to this place and you will meet people? I'm like, no, I don't want to make friends. You know, I got all my friends in England. I don't want to make friends. But at the end of the day, I thought to myself, well, if I'm gonna be staying here and calling here my home, I gotta make friends. I gotta try. And let me tell you, when the pandemic started and I was looking for an outlet to sell, and I only came to YouTube to look for something, and I found this whole reseller community, and I said to myself, you mean I could have been doing this all along? You know, because I had a kiosk. I had where I was selling before I packed up, you know, my business. So I didn't know I could actually, there was a reseller community on YouTube. I didn't know that. And let me tell you, my depression and anxiety, it's not like I don't get it. Once in a while I still get it, but it turned 360. As soon as I found this community and I was selling, you guys make me come on here. I've never, nobody know me. My family don't know me to laugh. But when I come here, I'm telling you, my brother saw me, you know, live. He sent me a message. He said, wow. It said, you're happy when you're on YouTube. You know, I've seen your video and it's like the happiest I've ever seen you is when you're on YouTube. And that really touched me because I've always been in that state of depression. Even when I was married, I was still in that state of depression. So YouTube coming to this community lifted me up. I look forward to coming in to selling you guys my stuff. And people say, where do I get that energy from? I got the energy from you guys because you guys are here and it lifts me up. I look forward to coming in here, you know, to sell to you guys and have a laugh, have the fun. So I understand that, darling. This community does give us a reason to get up in the morning, get dressed, and have a great day. And you know, don't think about stuff that will make you depressed. I've seen people say, oh, I've been waiting for you to come live so I can come here. We talked about that, you know. So
Well, when I had to quit work because of my disability, I was here all day by myself. My kids were grown, married, out, whatever. I had nothing. I would sit here, and there's only so much TV you can watch. I mean,
that's so true.
so when I found YouTube, it brings so much joy and comfort and peace and gives me a reason to get up and do things and it's like it's mine. A lot of my family don't even realize that I have a YouTube channel. A lot of
That's
my
true. Yeah.
friends here in my area, and it's not like I don't want them to know that I'm ashamed of it. It's just I feel like I'm trying to hang on to it and keep it close and protect it because I can just be who I am. I can just
Yes.
be me, you
Yeah.
know?
And
So I
that's the
completely
thing.
understand that.
Hi, Konzi. Thank you, mwah, mwah, for becoming a new member.
Oh,
Um,
great.
Pearl said, yes, there's a difference, but some people play on people's sympathy. And yes. Ugh.
Okay, now this is something that might be a little touchy to speak on, but since we're wading out in the deep water, we might as well just go a little bit further. But I watched this certain channel, and it's nothing, and nobody in this community whatsoever, and it's a man that has a channel, and I lurk a lot because I don't really want to comment because it wouldn't be very appropriate for what I would really like to say. But he is constantly asking for people to give him things, send him tips on his PayPal, how he and his
Wow.
family are not doing well. And then he said, they call me a soft beggar, you know? And that really is like, well, if you already know that they're calling you that,
Then
you
yeah.
need to change. We need to step back. And I can tell you, I've done almost 400 videos. Nobody knows mine and James's financial situation. I never ever have brought it up in my on one of my lives or in my videos. You know, I think there's certain topics, unless it's necessary for you to bring it up. Say you have a death in the family
Yeah.
and you want to, raise money for something like that. I can see that. But just constantly every time you come into a chat or you have a video, you're softly asking for people to send you things. I have a problem with that, and I'm trying to work on it because I'm saying, well, I don't live in their body. I don't know what they're going through, but I just know how I address things like that.
Yeah.
There's no
Hi,
judgment.
Ashley. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in. Well, this is the time for you to speak it, she said, and get it off your chest. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Life's better with no drama. You got that right. Got that right.
So I'm
There
just
is a
saying, be
difference.
careful when you go into a chat and you are sharing things that someone might say something to you that's going to hurt your feelings because you've opened the door. If you share something about your financial situation and somebody comes back with, something that you didn't really want to hear, you really can't get offended because you brought it up. You need to realize you got to be careful what your subject is.
Susanna, you see Susanna's message.
I think she said something about somebody comes on all the time and talks about uh
Leaving YouTube. Like,
yeah,
leave already.
yeah. Have you not already long gone? What is the problem? I love Susanna. I love her. I can't wait to do the interview with Susanna because I've always liked her. I've always enjoyed her channel. She's always been real. And I
Yes.
loved y'all's interview together when she interviewed you. I love that.
Yeah, she was like, you think, should I? I'm like, ask me anything.
And
I'm
that's
an
the way I am.
open book.
Ask me anything. You might not like the answer, but I'm going to give you one.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you.
Uh, Can't see, can't leave YouTube if Ella is still rocking. Oh, oh,
Well, then
oh.
you won't be leaving it because Ella's going to be rocking it for a while.
I know, by God's grace.
And that's what upset me. And I don't really want to say it upset in that way, but when I saw that going on and then that girl made the video, I was like, you have got to be kidding me right now.
Mm.
You have got to be kidding me. This really did not happen. And I watched the video again. I watched it twice because I was like, okay, am I missing something here? I must be missing something.
I felt so sorry for Pikiniki because Pikiniki, she's a very emotional person, and she's the kind of person like, oh, did I did? Oh no, let me go. And I said to her, no, you didn't do nothing wrong. I checked it and she said, yeah, I remember I highlighted, but she felt bad. I was like, don't feel bad. You did the right thing. But the thing is that when somebody says something negative about you that is not true, you're breaking down somebody's character. It's not fair, you know
Well, I
trying to.
do want to throw this out here. If anybody ever says that it's me, Angie, did something or says something about anybody in this chat, come to me directly.
Mm-mm.
Don't assume anything because I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm going to say it, I'll be willing to say it to your face. I'm not going to hold back of how I feel about someone or something. I normally will keep my mouth shut most of the time and not even voice an opinion unless I'm asked. But don't ever just take somebody's word that I did something or said something without you coming to me and asking me if I did. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say, yeah, I said it, or no, I didn't say it.
Yeah, because and then if I said it, there's always a reason why I said it. That's why I always used to tell people too. I'm like, if there's tell me, don't be pissed off. You might be pissed off or whatever. Just give me a chance for me to explain. If I remember saying it, I'll say, oh, because I remember a couple of people that said to me, oh, you said something, and I said, did I say it? I don't remember saying that, but if I did, that's one thing with me. I will apologize, even if I don't even know what it is. I will apologize straight away. I'm like, I don't remember saying that, but if I did, I'm so sorry, because I want to make amends first, and then I'll go back and I'll go see, or I try to remember if I said it, and then if I did say it, I will come back and re-apologize again on the first one I did. But then if I think it and I didn't say it, I'll come back and I will like, no, I didn't really say it though, but I don't understand. But that's how I am. I want to apologize just to get it out of the way, because sometimes people just need for that person to say I'm sorry.
Yes,
So saying I'm sorry, whether you are right or wrong, wouldn't take anything away from you. Say
right,
you're sorry to bridge that peace. You
right.
know, I'm the kind of person, I will apologize, okay, and I keep it moving. And I
But I
always,
want you, once I apologize, I want you to understand that we can't carry it with us in the future. We have to let it go and move on. We can't
yeah,
just keep going back to that same place and rehashing it over and over again.
because
That
that
don't do
means you
anything.
think, yeah, because and then for me it's like there's always could be a reason why you bring it up, sometimes to make an example or say certain things, but when you bring it up as a reminder, sometimes don't you know
Look
that
at Missy's comment.
Ella apologized. Yeah, right. I come and Ella is lying and lying. Well, girl, it takes one to know one. Hi, Miss Annette. Welcome. Mwah. Yeah, it's like, say sorry and you know, just keep moving. That is me. It bridge the, make peace. That's
Well,
the thing.
here's the
We
thing,
just
Ella.
want to
I
make
can
peace.
I can understand that there are
Hi,
certain people
Amethyst.
that on YouTube that are closer than other people. Okay, and when I say this, I'm not necessarily talking about that, but you have people that live in a box that don't want to be out of this certain box. It's us four and no more, and they don't want to allow anybody else into their uh, circle of trust or whatever, and they want to act like they're the still over here at high school. They're the cool kids, or they're the high society ones, and you're just left over here to the side. Well, I'm the type of person, I want to be inclusive and not exclusive. I want to include, as long as you stay away from the drama, the bullying, the backstabbing. I want you in. I want you to be inclusive. I don't want it to be four of us, because before it happens, it's going to break down, and it's going to be three of you, and then it's going to be two of you, because there's always one that wants to be in charge. The henpecking party, the one that's leading the pack. And open your world up to more more of your surroundings, of letting people, I'm not saying trust everybody, I'm just saying enjoy the company of what you have.
I appreciate all the positive comments. Kanzi, Ashley, Constance, each and every one of you have left all these messages. I appreciate you guys so
Yes,
much.
I'm loving the comments.
Kanzi been a member for 1 month, so that means you were renewing your membership. She said, I can listen to Ella talk all day. I love her accent. Thank
Oh
you.
my goodness, Pearl. She said people uh keeps journals and call you out on everything. Oh,
What?
they
Who
do
does
live
that?
a sad, lonely life if they keep notes. Oh my goodness, I've never heard of that.
I could imagine somebody with their pen and paper writing. So today,
Yeah, the time and date,
Dave here
1:55
first,
p.m.
Ella
Yeah.
offended me. She called me out. She didn't say hello to me. All right, I'm not gonna be going back to a channel.
Yeah. And then when you come on and say something, she goes back to the book or he, okay, on this date you did this. I mean, that's crazy. I didn't know people did that.
Oh my goodness. Thanks, Konzi, for the super sticker. Mwah, mwah. Guys, if you don't know Konzi is a co-host with Jeff on his channel. He'll probably be on today at 10 or 10:30. Please go support him. Thank you, Konzi. This one is for you.
Thank you for the super chat. 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 Super, super, super chat. Super, super, super chat.
Mwah, mwah. Thank you so much, Konzi.
Amethyst made a very good point. She said, I just keep to myself. I trust everybody until I don't. That's exactly right. I trust
So,
until you give me a reason not to trust you. That's the
yes.
way I am.
Hi, Buddha Cheeks. Hi, Amethyst. Mwah. Welcome, welcome. Lucinda. I think I did say welcome. Oh my goodness. I am like, I had to go and say hi to people, then go back up trying to highlight chats and see what people are saying. Never give anything you don't really want to. Be real even in your giving. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
This is the way I feel about giving. If I give you something and I give it, you can do what you want to with it when it leaves my hands. You can give it to somebody, you can flush it down the toilet, you can throw it in the garbage, you can do whatever you want because it's no longer mine, it's yours. How you treat it, what you do with it, it's nothing to me.
Mhm.
It's over. I give it to you.
Yeah, yeah. The thing is, that's how the thing is. It's gift. If you're gifting somebody something, whatever they do with it, that's up to them because you've had your reason for giving. It's like when this is how I liken it to. When you go to church and you pay your tithes and your offerings. Okay, you've already given it to the church, but basically you're giving it to God. Whatever
Hmm.
the church does with the money, guess what? They
It's on
answer
them.
to God. They don't answer to me.
Right.
Because when I gave that money, my intentions of giving it is paying my tenth to God, not to man, you know. So if they're going to use it to enrich themselves instead of trying to help other people in the community of the church or try to help with other stuff for the church, and they use it for their own personal gain, guess what? They're not going to answer to me, they're going to answer to God. So I've been places where people say, oh, I don't pay my tithes, I don't pay my offering. I'm like, why? Oh, because they're going to go buy cars, going to go buy this. I'm like, yeah, but guess what? When you put in your money in that offering plate, God is seeing you. And God that sees you put there, he will bless you, not man.
Well,
So
that really
that's
doesn't
the
make you any better than the person that's misusing the funds by you not putting your tenth in there. That puts you in the same position they're not doing right about it. So you're not doing right by not giving your tenth. So you're both doing wrong. So how can you justify that? And if you don't agree with what they're doing with it, give to somebody else.
yeah.
Give your tithe to somewhere that you believe that they're doing good things with it.
Yeah, my sister did that for a while, especially during the pandemic. You know, she decided, actually my friend did that too. For a period of time, they decided, like, you know what, instead of giving the tithes and offering to the church, we're gonna use it to bless people that really need it right now. So that was a good idea, to do that.
And I don't see anything wrong with
All
that
right,
because
KFC, she probably gone by now, but mwah.
but I mean that's what you feel in your heart, and nobody can tell you how or where to put your money. Just like somebody may come on and they may be asking for money or whatever. You feel that you need to do it, but others don't. So, okay, well, the ones that do, go ahead, and the ones that don't, then don't. Don't make a big, issue out of it. Just allow it to happen, you know?
Hi, Missy. Hi. I'm just getting up to you now. I see your message. Welcome in, the nicety seller.
I think a while ago we had 34 people in here. We got 29 now, but we had up to 34, which I thought was really good.
Wow, nice. We got 37 thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate you guys. Hit the thumbs up. If you haven't, if I give someone something, it's because it's from my heart and never look for anything in return. Yes. Also, I always like to give.
And that's
Um,
me. When I give gifts from my channel, or I'm giving or whatever, and I'm not doing it for you to come to my channel. I'm not doing it for you to like my YouTube, to give me a thumbs up. I'm doing it because I'm a giver and I like to do that.
yeah.
I'm able to do it, and I'm thankful I'm blessed to be able to do it with postage being so high and all that. And if it ever gets to the point where I'm not able to do it, I won't be able to do it. But now that I am, I just love to give. And somebody made the remark about me doing that, saying I was just trying to make friends. And I laughed and I said, I have enough friends. I don't need to
Yes.
make friends.
This is what Pro say. You are not going to tell me who to be friends with. Yeah, you can't tell me who I should be. No, if you don't want to be friends with that person, that's up to you. You know, I'm a grown ass woman. I can be friends with whoever I want to be friends with. Now, if you're gonna be my friend and you step out of line, that's it. I'll take my ass and I'll go sit somewhere else. You
Right.
know, and because I said it
I'm not going to
before,
let you walk all over me. That is not
I
going to
said
happen.
if I can do it to my flesh and blood and family, who the hell do you think you are?
Right.
I
And
always
I
say
sleep
that.
with
Not a-
James. And if
yeah.
I can be ugly to him, I can sure be ugly to you. I mean, don't take my kindness for weakness. You know what I'm saying? Because I do have a side of me that says, okay, this is my 3 foot of space. I haven't invited you in. Don't come into it until I invite you.
Yeah. Uh, Cool said, if it weren't for this community, I would never have met my beautiful friend Scooter. Now she's my best friend. Yeah, there's a lot of people. If it wasn't for this community, there's a lot of people. I call Picky Nikki. I text her. We text every day. Same thing with Missy. Always texting and just trying to find out, even though we just to say hi and good morning. You
I have
know,
met some
we do that.
some wonderful people. I've only had one bad experience, and I really don't like to talk about it that much because it's over with, and I learned from it and moved on. Don't hold a grudge. What happened happened, but I know now. Don't go back to enemy count. I don't understand why people do that. They
Mhm.
let people do things to them, and then they don't walk away and they go back to enemy count and they get done the same exact way that they were done before. And all I can say is stay away from enemy camp.
Yeah.
Don't go back. Don't go back once you escape.
Hi, booty chicks. Welcome in. Mwah. I'm so sorry I'm late catching up because I'm kind of late catching up on these, but yeah. Kuran says, as well as all of you, Ella, Missy. Yeah, we're wonderful, caring customers. I appreciate you. Laugh out loud. Ella, if that's the case, you didn't blow a kiss to me. All the kisses. Mwah. Mwah.
That is so true. Susanna said, and don't ever allow anyone to tell you what or whom you should have on your channel. That is
Yes.
right. That I totally agree with.
Jackie, where have you been? Mwah, mwah. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Don't tell people who they should have on their channel. You have your channel. When you created your channel, I wasn't there. When I created my channel, you weren't there. So don't tell me who I should have on my channel. And if I'm not telling you, don't come and tell me. I don't care what kind of beef you have with somebody else. And I don't care who's gonna be whispering in your ears about, oh, did you see Ella was over on this channel, or Ella had this person on their channel? And what business of it is it of that person? None.
Right.
Because they want to cause more conflict or more issues with you and the other person. It's like, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Or what
So,
content that you're supposed to have on your channel, what your videos should be about, what
mm,
kind of videos you should be making. Hello, you do that over there on your channel. I'll do this on my
what I
channel.
want on my channel. And don't give a gift just to get a freaking gift.
I
No.
know that's childish.
Yeah.
That's very childish.
Hi, Hunter. Welcome back. Yeah, 100%. You got that right. Never expect something back. Amen. If you're giving, just give. Don't give to expect something.
And
So,
honestly, I
life
would
is
rather
free.
I would rather not get, I would rather give. It's been hard for me to learn how to receive, like people sending me things because I've always wanted to be the giver and it's been hard for me to receive. Well, I've had to learn how to receive, things from people and I appreciate it.
Yeah. Amethyst, she said, I hope you have a blessed day, Angie. You have a beautiful heart. Yes, she does.
Oh, well, thank you. Who,
Constant.
who are you reading?
Missy, the constant said, Missy, she wouldn't put you up on her channel today. La, la, la. Nah, 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 not today. Not today. And of course, Ella, but she already knows she has a. Yeah, thank you, Amethyst. You have 41 thumbs up. Yeah,
I
that's
think
good.
people want to have these kind of conversations and want to communicate with each other in a way that we can all get closer and be a thicker and closer community.
Yeah,
And that's why I really was glad when we decided to do this.
yeah. Lisa, new adventures. Guys, you got to go on a new adventure with Lisa Raven. If you don't know, that's her. If
And let me
you
say
don't
this
know, you
about
know.
Lisa that I didn't know. All right, you never know what somebody's dealing with in outside of YouTube because you can come on YouTube and you can act like everything's hunky dory, and it's not. I had no idea that Lisa's mother suffered from dementia, which is a
Wow.
horrible, horrible situation.
Yeah.
She put it on her community tab, or I would not have known it. And so you never know what somebody is dealing with. So when they come into a chat and they, why do you just automatically want to say, I don't particularly like them? Okay, if you don't even say it. Just don't be around them because you don't know what they're dealing with. You don't know what they've lived through. You don't know what they're living through. You don't know what they're dealing, just don't make judgment where you don't know.
No, really, Constance. I just don't have your number to text you. Treat me with respect like I treat you. Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want. Just respect
Mm.
me. I'm not asking you to love me. James does enough of that. So, you know, I don't need, I'm happy that you do, but it's not going to define me if you don't,
Yeah. Yeah. If you didn't say, and yeah, she didn't put it on her community page, so she's not going about, you know, in every single chat saying it. If you didn't mention it.
Yeah, if she would have never, and the reason I think she mentioned it in her community page was because she was trying to catch up on her invoices and all that. And she
Yes.
was saying, look, I'm having to deal with my mother. She has dementia. She wasn't whining about it. She was just being a matter of fact, like
Yeah.
this is what I'm dealing with. And I thought, oh my goodness, bless her heart. I can't even imagine that's got to be hard,
Yeah.
to be dealing with.
I'm a reselling. I was watching you this morning. Welcome in. Good to see you. So, this is somebody that has, in her home has something going on in her home, and you can understand that and sympathize and pray. I'm not saying you can't pray for the other people, even the one that cry wolf all the time.
Right.
But the ones that cry wolf all the time and constantly, 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 at the end of the day, you get tired about it. Because if they don't do it constantly, we wouldn't be talking about it today.
Right. It had to, and it stands out to more than just us because the chat realizes, what's being said. But Pearl put something in here that I want to read. It says, I feel so loved genuinely. Oh, no, something about people talking about her being a Christian. Where was it? Oh, please, please, please don't throw the that I am a Christian thing at me and then be ugly.
Yes, yes, yes. That's the thing. It's like hypocrisy. What are you trying to be like? What did Christ refer to them in these people in the Bible? Anyway, I don't know why I always like to go to the scriptures, but let me tell you, you know, somebody said something to me, and that's why people like me for who I am. I've been born again since I can't even remember. Okay. Oof. Okay. Probably past 30
Was you
years.
thinking of the Pharisees?
Yes, I've been past but let me tell you, that's why I'm like, don't be saying, well, yeah, I'm a Christian, and no, just be who you are. Whether you're a Christian, you're a pagan, you're whatever, just be who you are. Let people
And I
see
don't
you
judge
for
that
real.
either. I feel
Yeah,
like you have a right to be whatever you choose
you
to
want to
be,
be. Yeah,
but don't judge me. And talking about the scripture, it says, people say, "Oh, well, everybody is not perfect. Everybody sins." Well, of course, because it says, "He that knoweth to do good and don't do it is a sin." So
mm-hmm.
none of us is exempt from it. So don't
No,
sit there and follow the 10 Commandments and tell me that you don't ever sin, because that scripture right there tells me sometime during your life you knew to do something that was right and you didn't do it.
and you
So
did,
that's
and we're
when you,
still doing it. We're still
right.
doing it. The Bible say all have sinned and fall short. So at the end of the day, it's like that's why we pray for repentance all the time, because if we didn't get up in the morning and you know then that will be it. We got up in the morning, we know we did something during the day, the night, whatever, and we repent of it. Don't bring your ugly self to your Christian self to put in my face to say, no, you do your Christianity. I don't push my Christianity on
I feel
anybody.
like people are going to know that you are a spiritual person without you even telling them. Just
Yeah,
like if you have to tell somebody you're the boss, you're not the boss.
you're
If
not the
you have to
boss.
tell somebody that you're the leader of this group there, you're not. They're going to automatically know it without you even saying anything if you're the real thing, you know? So you
Yeah.
don't have to walk around going, "Oh, I'm a Christian. I believe in this. I believe in that. I read the Bible 10 times a day." No, your actions are going to show it.
Yes, who you are and stuff you do. Let me tell you, my level of Christianity, I'm not perfect. By all means, I'm not perfect. I still go before God every day and ask him to forgive me.
Oh,
Whether I know
yeah.
I'm doing something or not doing something, I always go and ask him to forgive me, because I don't know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow and where I'm going to end up you know so yes, you will never hear me say I'm a Christian because I'm far from it. Yes, my Christianity is where it is. If you ask me, are you a Christian, I will tell you, yes, I am. But I'm not gonna be putting it in your face you
Well,
know
see, we're all not on the same level because we all were born again at different times. I may be a 5-year-old Christian or a 50-year-old Christian, but I can be a 50-year-old Christian and still be on the milk, still be sucking that bottle, trying to get baby, and not really growing. Well, that person that's only been a Christian from 5 years have been eating the meat and really growing and learning, and
yeah,
they're more mature than the
the
one
one
that's
that's been a Christian
been a
for
Christian for
donkey
50
years.
years.
Yeah,
So
and
you
they got
really
caught,
can't
caught
base
one
it on
step.
right. You can't base it on how many years that you have been a Christian or
if
whatever
if
religion
if
you
if you
are.
see if you watch the movie Left Behind, that is how it is. When rapture come, it doesn't take people that have been a Christian for donkey years. It takes, because you will see he left the preacher. You'll be wondering, so preacher, why you here? You're supposed to be gone.
Well, you going to church doesn't make you a Christian no more than anything else. a lot of people that go to church will probably never see the gates of heaven, because to me, the church, and I know this is going to make some people fall back and hit their head, but have have been has stunted, been cruel to people. They have, that's why a lot of people, they throw them
Don't like
out.
the
They
church.
don't
Yeah.
want them in the doors because they don't look right. They don't dress right. They don't have enough money. Their appearance is bad. They're rough looking. They'd rather those type of people not come to the church. Well, that's what the church is for.
Yeah.
The people that look like that and act like that. In
Okay,
my
this
book
is so
that
funny. It said,
in the
"What
book that
does
I read,
Christian
Jesus was
doesn't mean perfect?" You
right.
know?
In the
Yeah.
book that I read, Jesus was around the poor, the ones that didn't have much money, the ones that didn't have a lot of food, the ones that was sick. He wasn't around the high society committees, and now they don't call them committees; they call them teams.
Mm.
They change the wording up sometimes to make it sound better, but I don't have anything against church now. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But they have been cruel to a lot of people that needed them, and
Yeah.
they have turned a lot of people away.
Yeah. I've experienced that. My ex-husband, we've been going to this church for more than 5 years. So he was in a situation where he got made redundant, okay, from his job. And then we were in a position where we're about to lose our home, okay. And he got another job, and he was just waiting to hear when he was going to, whether he's going to start so. But in the meantime, in order for them not to foreclose on our home, because it's not the bank that could take your home, the HOA could take your home too. So he went to our church, and he was saying that, said the situation, this is what he was going to. They said, I'm so sorry, we're not able to help you, but here's a $60 Walmart gift card.
Oh wow!
Now, thank God we go to church, because we want to go to church to hear the word of God. We don't go to church because of the pastor or the people. You know what? That alone would have stopped people from going to the
Now
church.
you talk about a stumbling block.
But we kept going to the church.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, can you imagine someone that wasn't mature as a Christian, and that would have been a stumbling block for
Yeah,
them, and they would have never returned to the church
that
because
church.
they were
Yes.
treated like that.
Yeah.
And
It gave
that's
them
what I find.
we're talking about, like, paying of back then. We were paying like over 400 and something dollars for a month for the HOA, and he was behind a couple of months. And the HOA in Florida, they don't play with you.
Right,
They don't play. They will take your house. Not even the bank, they will foreclose on your house.
right.
you know and going to the church and asking the church for help, and the church was like, so sorry, Ali. I mean, you take tithes and offering from over 5,000 people that come to the church, not only the first service, the second service, the third service, and then Wednesdays. And you say, oh, sorry, I'm so sorry, I wish we could help, but here's a $50 Walmart gift card.
But they want to build $1 million parking lot.
Yes, and then they want you to contribute to it.
Yeah, to the $1 million parking lot now.
Hi, MJ.
But and also a lot of times, and I have relatives that do this, and they would get so angry at me because I would disagree with what they were saying. But anything that the pastor would say, they would say, oh, it's got to be right, he said it. And I would just go, oh no,
No.
oh no, he's human like I am. He wipes his tail the same way I do, back to front or front to back.
I'm like,
I
did
mean,
you read the word? Because whatever
he's just delivering the word.
yeah, you got to make sure it matches what he says in the word. I have worked out of services because the guy starts to preach, and in my spirit, I'm like, this
You're
don't
just
line
like,
up with
this
the
is,
word. Would
yeah,
I continue to sit down and listen to him? No, I get up, and I used to tell my ex-husband, I'm like, I gotta go. I'm like, where you going? I'm saying, I'm going home.
right, because
His
you don't
word
want that
doesn't
to
line
get
up.
in your
I'll be back
spirit.
Sunday when his word starts to line up with the scripture.
Right. And you'll know because
I get it.
it'll be in your spirit whether they're you can agree with it or not. And I've sat through sermons going, oh no, oh no, he's leading these people. No. And then I'd go home and check the scriptures to make sure what I was feeling was correct, so I
Yes.
wouldn't be judgmental. And I'm thinking, oh, and see, they're going to be judged more harshly than we are because they are leading people. So you have to be careful.
Hi, Adopted Retro. Good to see you.
My mom gave
to
to
the
church all
church
these years.
all
And
these
anytime
years.
someone was sick, she was the first to take food to the home. She once took out a bank loan because the pastor asked her to. Oh wow.
You see,
Yeah, I feel like the church should help their members in a situation like that.
Adopted Retro say, wait, what? What's the subject? We've actually discussed the subject already, and now we're just going in and talking about different things.
But when a person goes in, like I brought my children up in church, okay, but now that I'm handicapped, I can't really go to church because I don't drive anymore, and I think that I've become closer to God just by being at home. He and I, or James and I, watching something spiritual on TV or whatever, than I was when I was in that organization out there that I was really involved in, because I was involved in it to the nines. I mean, I was involved in every meeting, every time the doors opened, all that. But it was more religion than spirituality. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And when
yes.
I came home and had to be by myself and really got spiritual, and I don't regret bringing my children up in that because they have a good foundation. But there's a lot of things that go wrong inside a church building if people allow it, because they are just as human as everybody else. They're not any greater. The pastor's no greater than you are. Actually, he holds more responsibility and he's going to be judged harshly if he doesn't lead you the right way. But he shouldn't be put up on a pedestal like he knows everything. You shouldn't worship the pastor of the church.
Don't put no man on a pedestal. That's what I always say. Don't put no man on a pedestal. She said my grandmother was that way. She gave to the church, and then at her passing, they would not even let her have her funeral there.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Oh my. I'm sad to say this, but we've had, and it would anger me, and I know now why it would anger me, but we had people that would come to our church that just would not fit the mold of what the older people thought that should be coming. And they would politely send somebody out there and ask them not to come back. And I never knew that was going on. So when I found out one of my aunts had actually been the one to was supposed to tell these people not to come back, that we didn't want them to come back to the church, I was livid. I mean, I was like, I told James, I said, no. I'm going to talk to her. She's going to get a piece of what I'm fixing to give her. So I go out to her house and I just let her, I said, who do you think you are? Telling them not to come back when I know your past. I know things you have done. You want me to stand up in church and tell everything you have done? And you telling them not to come back? Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Just because they didn't look like what they thought they needed to look like, I just said, I told her, I said, you know what? I don't want to be next to you when you get judged for that, because you're going to get judged harshly for that right there.
Yeah. Hi, Heath. Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome in. And at the end of the day, guys, just to go back to, what we were saying, which was the original topic. Like we said, we have a discussion subject that we talk about, and then we very often talk about any other stuff, and then we come back and we kind of like try to conclude the topic. And the topic we were talking about is, I'll let Angie say it, talk about it.
We're not a competition. We are a community, and we shouldn't be trying to compete against each other when it comes to our channels or our auctions or things that we're trying to get accomplished. Because I'm going to tell you something. Some people have better personalities than other people, and that's just the way of life, and that's just the way it's going to be. Ella has a great personality, so she brings in a lot of people. Where someone else that has an auction, they might be a little more timid and shy, but that doesn't mean they're not liked. That just means they don't have the same outgoing, landish, happy, upbeat personality. So don't judge Ella because she was given that gift of her personality when you were given another gift, you know?
Yeah.
So just remember that.
Another thing is that everybody's different. It doesn't mean if you don't doesn't have a hi Jaden. It doesn't mean because you don't have a upbeat personality, it doesn't mean that you're not liked, you know.
Right.
um People, we're all human. At the end of the day, you wonder, like, why do I have 50 people in my life, and this other person have 20 people in my life, in their life. You wonder that, we all say that. Why is it that I have 5 people in my life watching me, and they have 50 people in their other life? They could be for different reasons. The product that you're selling could be one, you know. Like I said, myself and Jeff were at a coin show today, and we went to a table, a father and son, and this guy had like 4 tables. He had a helper, he had his son, and then he had himself. He had this whole line, with coins on his table that he was selling. Now, behind him, when we went onto the other side, there was this other guy. He only had 2 tables, okay, and he was selling coins and notes and stuff like on his table, but he had more people on his table. And while we were there, Jeff said to me, he whispered, he said, the young guy on the other side of the table, he looks mad, because when he turns around and see this other guy, the way he's selling, he's kind of like maybe pissed off, he's making a face. And I said to Jeff, I said, yeah, but the thing is that this guy had more people because of the coins that he
He
has
got more to
on.
offer and he was
Yeah,
putting
he
more
has
into
different
his.
things. Yeah, he has more stuff to offer, unlike what he has on the other side. He probably don't have. So, and I said, when you go to outdoor events, indoor events, you will see that. You'll be wondering why one table has so many customers and the other table have few people, and then you say, by the way, we sell the same thing. Yeah, you might sell
Um,
the same thing, but the guy's coins were really different, unique compared to the coins
yeah,
he
you're
had.
comparing apples and oranges. You're not comparing the same thing. But one last thing I want to say, Ella, is if I could say anything to anybody that has a YouTube channel that has content, when you first start your channel, be authentic. Don't come on with a hidden agenda and try to be something that you're not, because it's eventually going to come out. And then
Yeah.
nobody's going to believe anything you say. So just come on and be who you are, and people are going to love you. You're going to find out who
Yeah.
supposed to be with, the community you're supposed to be in. But don't ever have a hidden agenda and pretend that you're something that you're not. Be who you are, and it'll all come.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys,
Oh,
with the comments and everything. You guys are awesome.
yes, I've enjoyed everybody being here. And if you have an idea or a topic, send me an email. I'm not saying we will discuss it. I'm not saying we will, but I'm saying it will give us an idea of something y'all might want to talk about in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, it said, hey, I feel, if you don't want to talk about it on your channel, or you don't have the platform to talk about it, and you want us to talk about it, drop us an email. We'll go through it. If we see that, yeah, we need to talk about it, we'll talk about it. I'm not afraid to talk about anything.
Oh no, I'm
At the end
not.
of the day, there's certain things that have happened where people say, you know what, if you talk about it, people are gonna leave your chat because you're a brand. I've heard people tell me that, and I understand that. So I take their advice, and I said, okay, I'm not gonna talk about it. But sometimes there's a way I will go around it to say something that it still doesn't hurt me as a brand, because they're right. Savior First is not just a YouTube name, it's a registered business, you know and I
Right.
don't want anything that will affect me on YouTube affect me as a
Right.
business out there. So yeah, I did take their advice and everything, but sometimes when I want to talk about a topic and I feel there's no way I can, get away around it, I will bring it up and I will talk about it. So yeah.
But I've really enjoyed it, Ella. I'm so glad that we had this discussion.
Oh, Dolly from the Coin
What did I mean? What
Community.
did I do now?
What did I
What
do
did
now,
I do
Ella?
now, Ella?
You didn't do anything wrong, though, Stanley. I mean, I was talking about you today. Your probably your what they say. What's it? Your ear probably must be itching, or your I don't know which one it was. I was talking about you during the
Your
coin.
ears are burning when somebody's talking about you.
Your ears was, but I was talking about her. Because we were looking at coins, and I was telling Jeff, I was like, I want to see the kind of. I said I don't see the kind of coins that Doug Sally brings to the auction. Coin Z bring to the auction. I said I want to look at those type of coins, not these ones I see every day. That even if I'm spending it, nobody know with it. Because they bring unique. I'm not saying Jeff doesn't bring unique coins, but MJ Squirrel, Konzi does they bring unique stuff to the auction.
A
And I
lot
want
of people
to know
in
what
your
it's
chat
about.
have never been, they don't probably know who I am. I want to say that I do a live chat on Tuesdays at 10:30 Central Time. And then I have a neighborhood chat video that comes out during the week that I discuss different topics. If you want to check my channel out, that's great. Come over there and see. You
Yeah,
might like my content.
and I
Um,
think I have your link in. Yeah, I do have your YouTube link.
I'd be happy to
Um,
have you as my neighbor. Just come on over, pull up the chair, and we'll have a discussion.
yeah, I'm telling you, you do not want to miss it. This is it's me, Angie's. This is her link. Um, Click on the link. I'm
Yeah,
telling
I
you, you don't
always
want to miss it.
say,
You don't want to miss
I
it.
love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I used to say that to my children. They'd be so mad at me when I would have to get on to them about something, and I would just say, well, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And it would make them so mad for me to say that. But now they appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, just because you make a mistake doesn't mean that I'm not going to love you. I mean, I'm going to love you, but you got to learn. You've got to learn not to do what you just did.
Yeah.
Ella,
I
what are you
do.
doing this week? Tell what you're doing.
Well, tomorrow I have an auction tomorrow at 12.
Thank you, Annette.
I'm gonna be selling Mondays is when I do when I'm on my own selling, because it's a Monday on, Monday off for myself and Picky Nikki. When I'm selling jewelry, I normally do unboxing at 12 p.m. on Mondays that I'm selling on my own. I don't have waiting for a jewelry box to come in. So tomorrow I'm just gonna just do selling, and I don't want to do it in the evening at 6. So I'm gonna do it at 12 noon. So I have a few jewelries I'm gonna bring. So come support me. It could be the only auction that I'm gonna have this week that I gotta sell something until my pallet comes in. So so please come in tomorrow, 12 noon. And then on Tuesday, myself and Picky Nikki at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday, I'm on Johnny's on 2. And then Thursday, I have Lisa's New Adventures.
Yay, Lisa.
And Miss Ivy, we're gonna be on Thursday, and then on Friday, I'm back with Ventures with Victoria. So one of these days during the week, my palette will turn up. So please pray that this freight company, Teresa Long, mwah, mwah, good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. Yes, and this is an interview. It's me, Angie. She's gonna be having. So make sure you set your notification on Susanna's channel.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. She's gonna
Yeah.
break me
So
down. Susanna's gonna break me down. She's gonna line me up and straighten me
you,
out.
you,
I
you're
can't
gonna
wait.
you're gonna have fun on Susanna's. I'm telling you, you're gonna have fun. She interviewed me. I like just once you're cool with yourself,
Yeah, nothing else. Then
nothing
nothing
else
matters. It's like
matters.
it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, then they're gonna ask you like before you get there, is any question of topic? I'm like, nope. Ask me anything you want. She was surprised. I said, ask me anything. So yeah,
I'm gonna be
I
the
was
same
really, I
way.
was really open. I was really open with her. And anybody that's seen me on anybody's show that I've been a guest on, they interview me. I've always been open about myself. I'm open about my relationships, my marriage, breaking down, and I've always been open. My family, always been open.
And
Business,
see,
yeah,
people respect that and appreciate it. And that's why they love you so much, Ellis, because real people want real. They
yeah,
don't want you to come on and act one way on camera and then another way in a different chat or in they want real.
yeah. I remember when I told Jeff, I said sometimes it's still like a bit puzzling to him. And I said to him, I said, I am naturally loud. I am loud.
See, I'm
So when
loud
I'm
too.
talking to him, he would say, you are screaming. I said, no, I am talking. I told you I'm loud, didn't I?
See, I am too, because James would go, I can hear you. I can hear you. He'll do that to me.
I'm like, no, I am loud. I said, if I'm screaming, you will know when I'm screaming because
Oh,
I
yeah.
will scream. You know when
Yes.
I'm screaming.
The tone will change. The tone will
Yeah.
change.
And I try to tell people, that's who I am. Before I used to apologize. So when I started my YouTube channel too, I'm so grateful to my friend that just told me, you are you, continue to be you. People gonna love you for who you are, or they're just gonna, because I used to think I'm so loud, people would not want to watch me. And I remember my first few videos when I went and I listened, I didn't even want to hear me either.
I know. I know. I do that too. I'm like, oh goodness
I'm like,
gracious.
oh my
Oh
gosh,
God.
I didn't want to hear me either. So
But I'm so happy that you all came in, and I really appreciate it. Y'all made me feel welcome. And I know Ella's channel, and I was nervous about coming on with Ella because I was thinking, oh my gosh, she usually has a lot of people in her chat. And if I come on there and they're like, how did she come up with her? And it was the thumbs down, I was going to be like, oh boy, I just ruined it for Ella. I just ruined it.
no, I let me tell you, when I started watching your lives and your recorded, I was like, I need to have you on, even if it was as a guest when myself and Missy was doing it. When I started having guests, because when we started, it was just I started it with finding treasures, and we would just come chit chat and we just list. And then Missy joined us later on, and um, finding treasure had to step back because he was working full time. So myself and Missy just did it, and then we got to a point where we just felt, hey, you know what? We were just chit chatting, and we didn't list as much, and we're like, okay, let's just do it where we can chit chat, we can invite people to come on. And then when Missy said she was leaving YouTube, I said, great opportunity. I'm like, I know who I'm gonna do this
And
with.
I was so just like overwhelmed. I was like, oh my gosh, she chose me. I was excited because I just couldn't believe it. I was like, out of all the people she could have asked, she chose me. I felt honored. I really did.
I appreciate you guys coming in. So before I go, I want to do a giveaway. So let me get the giveaway two up.
Oh,
And
Christina said, if you don't like Angie, I can't trust you. She's too nice. Oh, my sister. I didn't actually pay her to do that, but I'll be sending you something, Christina. Don't worry about it, baby.
all right.
I love her. She's so sweet.
Oh yeah, everybody, I appreciate you guys so much. And you guys make me happy. You know, There's some people that really got on my nerve, but they're just being who they are, and I let them be who they are. But at the end of the day, that don't stop me. You've heard people say they're gonna leave YouTube because of the stuff that happens on YouTube. And I always say to them, you know what, don't let anybody stop your joy. you know
Right.
Continue
Don't
to be
leave.
who you, yeah,
No,
go
don't
on
leave.
and
Don't
be
give
who you
people
want
the
to be. Don't leave.
satisfaction.
Yeah,
No.
don't leave because somebody offended you, or don't leave YouTube. You didn't start YouTube because of anybody. You did it because you wanted to do it. You got on YouTube because you were looking for how to fix something, like many of us did. Well, I got on YouTube because I'm like, I want to find more platform to sell my shit, or maybe to advertise my shit.
Right. I got to get this shit out of here.
That's how I started my platform. I'm like, yeah, and that was I got on YouTube like 2012, and I said I just want to advertise. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't know that there was this big whole community, and I only found out about 3 years ago that there was this whole thing on YouTube I didn't know about. So I just want to say I love you guys so so much, and I want to say thank you for allowing me come into your homes. Because
Yes. Thank you very much.
yeah, you could have switched off your TV, your camera, your phone, or whatever device you're using to watch us. To say, I don't want to listen to these people. Some people already did, and so that's fine. But I just want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity for us to come and you know just speak on certain things that we notice in the community. Ella, I've heard those words from you a couple of months back, and it really made me think to come back to YouTube. Yeah, I remember when Susanna, she was doing her show, she was selling and everything, and I kind of like missed. I was like, every time I like didn't see Susanna, and Susanna is another person, that I
I don't know
just
what
like,
it is about Susanna, but ever since I met her on her channel or just listening to her speak or when she interviewed you,
yeah,
it's something about her. I thought I can connect with her.
she
I
pulls
can
you
connect
in.
with her. Yeah.
She pulls you in. That she even pulled myself and Victoria into the shower one day.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
I don't know. She realized when she said it. She said, "I'm going to the shower." And me and Victoria were like, "Well, we're coming in there."
Yeah. We'll meet you in there. We'll be there in a second. I thought that was so
Oh,
funny.
cool, Rich. She says, "I'm so glad I found you, Ellen. You're such a blessing to this community and to everyone who knows you. I appreciate you. You guys are a blessing too. Thank you so much. I've met so much wonderful people. You guys are so, so, so awesome. I appreciate you all, you know, and as somebody look, had to find me, track me down, and was always in my live and always talking about me in their live, and decided to come and pay me a visit, and that was Jeff. He found me through YouTube, and so I've met some wonderful people on YouTube. So yes, you guys are awesome, and I just thank God knowing you guys. And sometimes I sit down here and think, wow, I go, these many people watch me. Like on Friday, we had 107 thumbs up. I said to Victoria, that means over 100 people came through.
Right. Right.
So I'm like, over 100 people came through the live.
And you can
So
see my hesitant about me coming on with you. It's like, oh my gosh, Ella, I don't want to ruin Ella's channel. I don't want to keep people from coming in. My goodness, the pressure's on.
no pressure, no pressure.
Uh-huh.
No pressure at all. I always say it's not based on the people that come. Whether I don't know, I always play and say, hey, hit the thumbs up and everything like that. And it's not about that. It's just some fun, and that's why I say it all the time. Just to have fun in the chat, livening the chat up. It's great to see that the people come in, they hit the thumbs up as well. But when you look at and say, oh, I got 24 people in my live, I don't care if I have 5 people in the live or I have 20 or 50 or 100 people in the live. It's just knowing that you're there talking and somebody's there listening.
And
That's
right
the
now,
most
the way the world is, we need a place like this for people to come and feel comfortable, needed, wanted, accepted. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to say what they want to say. We need
mm,
a platform like that.
yeah. So yeah, sometimes it's not all about just selling. Most of the time, you've had other shows. You got like Cajun Roots Seller. He does his morning show, and he does that to help people understand the different platforms. He
Right.
he does talk about topics, and sometimes he does say, look, if there's something you want us to talk about, yeah, he will. You send him a message and he will bring it up and we'll talk about it. He does that for his shows as well. People looking for an outlet like that. So yeah, it does. And so many other channels, they do that as well. So some days, they don't want to talk about reselling because the community is not just about selling. There's other stuff that happens in the community
People
and
have
we don't
real,
get to
yeah,
address it. Yeah.
real problems. Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't get to address it. So if there's you have a platform and you want to use it to address those issues, yeah, go ahead. you know do it. We do ours once every 2 weeks. And if you have a platform and you want to do it too, go ahead and do it. Because there might be other people that come to your channel that don't come to my channel. And if you can do something and they can go to your channel and they can hear it and you can help them with that, then go ahead, do it. Let people hear it. Alrighty. So yeah, that's why I always say, don't worry about. I always say, you know what? Don't let the words of they're just words. Don't let it hurt. Sometimes some
No.
words can be really hurtful, but just pray about it, brush it off, move on.
Yeah.
Don't
It
let it
doesn't
hurt
matter.
you. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna run this, and
Good
it's
luck, everybody.
yeah, 16 entries. Here we go. See who would it be? Who would it be? All right.
And the
Give me
winner
day.
is, Susanna.
Hey, Susanna!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Susanna. I'm gonna be sending you a gift. All right. Congratulations, Susanna. All right, bring us out together. I find my gift in your mail coming to you soon. All right,
Thank you,
congratulations.
everyone.
All
Thanks.
right, guys, before we go, I also want to say today is Sunday. So who's on? Let me first of all find out who's on today.
Mhm.
Let's see who's on today. All right, live sometime. Okay, Real Creative Studio is going to be on at 7:05. Real Creative Studio. Hey, let us go raid Real Creative Studio. All right, let me put the link. Guys, click on the link and please let's say raid from Save Here First. We got 25 people in the chat. If you're still here, click on the link. Say raid from Save Here First. Let's go over to Real Creative Studios. That's Robin, and she's gonna be starting in the next few minutes. Let's say raid from Save Here First. And then Jeff is coming on at 10, between 10:30. I think he's gonna be coming on tonight. He's gonna have his co-host with him, Concy. And also you might find Does Dolly and MJ School and other guests you might find on the show as well. I don't know who else comes on today, Sunday. Sunday. Huh. All right, raid, please. I got see Jeff say raid from Savior First. I didn't see anybody say raid from Savior First. Come on, guys. I already dropped the link. Let's go and support other communities. No coffee shop today because Tracy's daughter got married. That is true because she normally comes on at 6:15. So there's no Tracy cakes today. But I got my coffee today from her. I don't drink coffee. I give that out as giveaways. So yeah. Hi, welcome, welcome,
Hey,
Robin.
sis, Robin.
Good to see you. Ella, read up. Okay, what happened up?
She wants to gift her gift to Constance, I think.
Oh, she wants to. Okay. All right. Send to Constance. All right. I'm gonna do that. Congratulations, Constance. All right. Thank you, Susanna. I appreciate you guys. Hey, thanks, Jeded Amethyst. Thanks for saying Ray from Savior First. Thank you. Thrill Hunter, welcome, welcome. Thank you for saying Ray from Savior First. I appreciate you. Thank you to each and everyone that took time to go over there and say Ray from Savior First. Guys, we are back in 2 weeks' time with
Yes,
another
2 weeks.
interesting topic. So
Remember,
until
don't
next,
forget to email us if y'all have a topic y'all want to discuss. Email Ella or myself. My
yes,
email's in my about page in my on my channel. So like I said, we're not promising, but we'll consider it.
yeah, we will. Anyway, guys, good to see you again. I will see you later or catch you in the chat. Don't forget, Jeff comes on. Please go over and support him tonight. He's got some coins from the coin show today. You don't want to miss it. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Bye.
See ya.